Good morning. We are starting in exactly 2 minutes. We ask that you take your seats, please. Remember, we also go live on social media, I gather. Live on Sage, Facebook, and IG. So we are going to be global. Are we asking that you put your phones on silence, please? So we go live in 5, 4. It is so good to be here. It is a fantastic day. If you're glad to be alive, say amen. If you're happy to be celebrating 25 years, no matter the color of your hair, no matter if your color yours like Jenny, no matter what's going on with the neck, no matter what going on with the hand, them, say yeah. Because it is 25 years. Oh my goodness. What a legacy. And I do want a lot of hands. Come on. I want it going for those whom you have given, to those whom you ran for these causes, all the causes, the hospitals, and this year some education in there. And if you know you look as good as Shelley and Fraser Price, clap yourself. That's why we're ready now, Shelley. Me I try, Shelley. Me I try. So we're going to be inviting you now. Please rise for our national anthem. And we all sit in a little bit. One man will get up after that. But first, we got to feast your eyes on a recap, because it's been 25 golden years, 25 years of caring, 25 years of every sweat, every sneakers that got busted, every sneakers you had to purchase, that you invested in lives. And how about if we take a recap?
Sigma run. Hi Sigma! It is the last lap. Well, let's set the course Sigma run. Today, the fastest of the fastest, right?
First place today. A long time I trained for this, I'm ready now, you understand? Right. Feel good though, yeah.
It's been a while since we run, but ready to start off 2022.
My first Sigma in 3 years and my first full 5 since 2020.
This particular Sigma run is very important. We got a chance to come out here and give back to Jamaica.
I want to support KPA. I believe it's an important hospital, and even though I am struggling, I'm going to finish for KPA.
I actually like that it was much smaller than what I've seen in previous years, you know, based on what's going on.
It's been tough to keep it alive, you know, through COVID, but we've managed to. We've raised $51.48 million.
Come on!
I'm personally going to round it up to the 52.
Very good, very good.
It is an amazing feeling to know that we have not only reached the target, but we have exceeded the target. We are excited this morning.
Thanks to you, Jamaica, for helping us. We are here to serve you. And the fact that the country responded in this way, it's really a heartwarming feeling. After contracting COVID last year, being able to finish this race is a blessing.
It's amazing. Like, I actually feel like we're kind of back to normal.
Thank you from Panama.
Sigma is the way to go. Sagicor, big up yourself one more year of doing an amazing event.
It was fun. It was a great experience.
A beautiful recap. And yes, it was less people, but you still managed to do, what's that, 52 mil? Because you were counting monies after that. Cause you know how it is. Some people, conscience kind of juking when they realize, oh, pandemic are gone, but people have been giving, I'm going to give too. So put your hands together for what is big and phenomenal and still happening. Now, what is great is that we're going to have President and CEO come forth. I think he's 25 years old too, so you can give him a round of applause. Put your hands together for Christopher Zach. Everybody, come on, have manners. Let's go.
I don't know. When I look at Jenny, I feel like I'm 25 years old. Frano. Good morning, everyone. Let me recognize Executive Vice President and Chief Revenue Officer for Sagicor Group Jamaica, who is one of our primary speakers today, Mr. Mark Chisholm. Welcome, sir. Mr. Dr. Carl Bruce, Medical Chief of Staff, University Hospital of the West Indies. Ms. Colleen Douglas, Marketing and Communications Director of Edna Manley, another one of our beneficiaries. Mrs. Sandra Shirley. What's the last name again? Oh, Shirley what? Okay, Shirley something. I don't want to recognize that, but congrats. Who was the Sigma, one of the Sigma conceptualizers 25 years ago? Unbelievable. Give her a round of applause. Our very, very special guest, the Honorable Shelley Ann Fraser Price, OJ. What a pleasure. What an honor. Straight off script, but do you folks know the best speech I've ever heard at a business function? Who gave it? It wasn't Butch Stewart. It wasn't Danny Williams. It was the Honorable Shelley Ann Fraser Price, God's Truth. Such a credit to Jamaica. Sagicor family, University Hospital family, Edna Manley team, press, sponsors, well wishes. Morning again, and welcome to the launch of this, our very special event for the Sagicor Sigma 25th Legacy Run, 25 years. What an exciting legacy to be a part of, and I am happy that you all could make it this morning to commemorate this fabulous occasion with us. I'm extremely honored and proud to be here today and to be a part of the Sagicor family that continues to give back in such a significant and meaningful way to our beloved country, Jamaica. For the last 5 years as President and CEO of Sagicor Group Jamaica and a Director of Sagicor Foundation, I have had the absolute pleasure of seeing firsthand, up close and personal, the work that goes into the planning and execution of Sigma Run. Huge big ups and kudos to the entire Sigma Run committee, the hundreds of volunteers and all the thousands of stakeholders that make this event possible and that make it a success every year. Give them a round of applause. So the last 24 years of Sigma Runs, through the charitable donations of our supporters, our sponsors, our donors, our corporate Jamaica participants, and the people who actually run in the race, and walk and wheelchair. And there was one when we had Stacey and, what did we say, modeling to the Sigma Run. I can't remember exactly what it was. We have raised close to $600 million over the past 24 years for numerous charities, primarily in the health and education sectors. And I want to remind everyone that Sagicor does not take $1 of the money we raise to pay for anything to do with the race. We fund that completely separately. Because of this legacy run, hundreds of thousands of lives have been impacted positively and many, many lives saved because of much needed medical equipment donated to hospitals across the island. From east to west, institutions can say they have benefited from this charity initiative. If you have ever donated, sponsored, participated, volunteered, or supported the Sagicor Sigma Run, you too are a part of the legacy. And it's a legacy that you can be proud of, and it represents kindness, hope, resilience, compassion, unity, and a stronger and brighter future for Jamaica. Thank you all for your unwavering support over these many years, as we wouldn't be where we are today without you. And it's our silver anniversary milestone, and without these strong partnerships that we have had for all these years, past and present and to come, you have all made the Sigma Run possible. For this 25th staging of the Sagicor Sigma Legacy Run, it is our hope to raise $75 million, the highest target ever. And it will be donated to our 2023 Sigma Run beneficiaries: the University Hospital of the West Indies, the pediatric unit. And I have paused to recognize the new chairman of the University Hospital Board, Mr. Wayne Chai Chong. Welcome, sir. It's a heavy load that has been put on your shoulders, just FYI, but a very valuable load. And stepping outside the box a bit for Sagicor and Sigma, but recognizing in the education sector the value of culture and arts, which is, you know, we must always remember the value of culture and arts to our society. It's the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts. So give everyone, both of them, a round of applause. These two institutions play a very important role in our society, and I take this opportunity to appeal to corporate Jamaica, to individuals at home and in the diaspora, because we're reaching out globally to the diaspora also, to support, to participate, and to donate to the cause in any way you can. I know that together we can raise the $75 million and even exceed it for the benefit of the University Hospital and the Edna Manley College. No amount is too small, really and truly, no amount is too small. It all counts. Let's do it for our beneficiaries, let's do it for the betterment of our health and education sectors, and let's do it for Jamaica. I'm looking forward to seeing you all out on the road on Sunday, February 12th, 2023. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to be with us here today. I regret very much that I was not able to be in attendance personally. This run, as you know, is our 25th Sigma run. It is our legacy run. I must say how pleased I am in my capacity as chairman of the foundation to be participating here this morning and to be in a position to welcome you on this occasion. Sadiko Foundation was able to take on the Sigma Run from Mr. Melheda, who was the person who actually started it. The thing that I'm proudest of is the fact that we have been able to keep it going all these years, and that it has grown from success to success. And over the years, the Sigma Run has raised over $500 million, some $550 million. And all of that money, every scrap of it, because Sagicor has funded all the expenses relating to it, every penny of it that has been raised has been used for the purpose for which it was intended, which was to support schools that were in need, and not just brand name schools really. We stuck to the schools that really needed it, and to provide equipment and refurbishing of hospitals, public hospitals that were in need of it. And you know, this is something to be really proud of, the fact that all of this money has been used for that purpose over all these years. The legacy that I would like us to be remembered for is the fact that we did something meaningful, and that it set an example of what could be done when people get together and want to do something to help to make a difference. And that is what we have been about. We set out to make a difference in everything that we do. And to me, that would be when young people can look back later on and say, well, look at that, oh, that Sagicor Run has been going on for 50 years, all because it was started and supported by a group of people who just wanted to help to make a difference. And in this case, the funds are going to go to the Edna Manley. Some of it is going to go to the Edna Manley School, and some is going to be going to the University Hospital Pediatric Ward. So those are two very, very key institutions in our land which need to be constantly supported. And the demand on them constantly grows. And so whatever we can do to stimulate an interest in them, not just what we can contribute to it, but whatever we can do to stimulate others to support it, I would urge them to do so.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I have a lot of positives based on R. Downey Williams in my younger years. And so I had looked forward to seeing him, but that's fine for me. Well, greetings to the Sagicor family, and in particular your CEO, Mr. Christopher Zaka, to all of the beneficiaries of this, the 25th legacy run of the Sagicor Sigma initiative. I am Sandra Shirley Auxilly, and first of all, I just want to say how thrilled I am to have been invited to participate in this. People ask, well, what is it that made you think of this for Sigma? And it all started when, in 1998, I went to attend an executive training program at the Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania. And I saw a flyer advertising the New York Marathon. Well, I reflected on when I worked in New York, the energy that that city had just before the marathon. And all of Body Corporate was involved. And they would be walking around the office with their branded T-shirts. Who is running? Who is running? Who is running? Well, of course, I always felt that it was for runners, and I was never much of a runner because it was called a marathon. But I said, what about Jamaica? At that time, you may not know that Sigma was located in Harbor Street. And as part of the ICD group, there's a commitment to downtown. And we at Sigma wanted to identify a public relations and something that would strengthen the brand, but also be positive for Jamaica and Kingston, because we wanted some positive reflections for the place where our business was located. And so I rolled up the flyer and put it in my bag, and I brought it back. And when I went back to office, Audrey and I got together, Audrey Chin, Audrey, and Audrey says, what's this? I said, Audrey, this is what we need to do. This is some, and having, I guess, just my enthusiasm, she bought into it. And so we brought on board our PR consultants at the time, which was Burl Francis and Maxine Brown. And we talked about it, and we got all excited that it could work. However, we didn't know anything about how to execute this a run. But it was positive because it would bring people downtown for a positive purpose. It was healthy, and we would be contributing to nation building. We also decided that it was one that everyone who came on board would be allowed to bring their own logo. We were just going to be the catalyst for this. Well, you know, Synchrodestiny was also at work, because that very week I went to a function, and I just happened to be sitting beside a lady, Kathy Garbott, Debbie Garbott, right? And we got talking. And when she said that she's a member of the Jam Dammers Running Club, I said, what's that? What do you do? And she said, well, some of our members participate in marathons and so on. And I said, wow, how about us collaborating on this idea? She loved it. We had a meeting, and the people there from the very beginning was Frano, Gina Harrison, and there was John Leiber, I think it was, and Alan Beckford. And we discussed it, and the running club was on board from the get-go. And they said, no problem. We will take the responsibility of actioning, telling you all the things we needed to have, and where anything that had to do with the actual run, we would take care of that. And the rest is history. I have to remember too, Grace Jackson, who was also was one of our colleagues, and she's an Olympian. And of course, she guided us. And I know Audrey was in touch with everyone who had to do with athletics. So we really had expertise and people coming to give us the ideas that we needed. Well, the inaugural Sigma Run, our vision was that this was going to be the premier charitable brand building event for Sigma investment products. And indeed it has. And the Sigma Run was conceptualized to bring people together, community members, including a marching band, corporates, athletes, whether they're professionals or folks who love to run, people in wheelchairs, just running for fun. And indeed it has. Companies could contribute to nation building in a tax-efficient manner through the Sigma Corporate Run. Nowadays, there is a run for charity every month for worthy causes. But the first one ever in Jamaica was the Sigma Corporate Run for Charity in 1999. And when it's a win-win, everybody comes on board. And when you have, prior to COVID, 27,000 people participating, those are people who now understand the win-win value of making a contribution to nation building. And I would like to use this opportunity to congratulate the Sagicor team for taking this to this zenith. And you know, I know that perhaps if it wasn't for the COVID crisis, you'd probably have to be doing lotteries like they do in New York, where so many people want to run that every category you have to do lotteries to decide who wins the right to participate. And I know that you're looking forward to a grand event next year, and I hope you achieve it, because people now want to be outside again. And what better way to do it than in February's Legacy Run for the Sagicor Sigma event. And so I just want to say, I too am looking forward to continued success of this stellar fundraising event. And for all the beneficiaries who have had the benefit, and those of you who are represented here, the future is just going to be ever grander. Thank you very much for allowing me to be here.
What a lot of passion. No man, clap passion, man. It is passion that takes you there. It's only passion that sustains and takes you there. And she's a very dangerous woman, by the way. First, her name, Auxilly. You got to do better in class, Mr. Zaka. It's Auxilly. A-U-X-I-L-L-Y. That's not so hard, though. Sandra Shirley Auxilly. Once him around there pronounce, you know, worry yourself. And then what makes her another dangerous person is that coming right after she speaks is Chief Revenue Officer. What did I say, students? He's also director, Sagicor Foundation, but focus on revenue officer. I love collect. And she comes up here to come give us another idea. After she starts such a grand idea, people giving for causes, now she's going to tell Mark Chisholm that later on we could do a lottery draw to who gets for run in a Sagicor. She said, don't bring her back here. But put your hands together for her passion, and then he equals hers. Put your hands together. Mark Chisholm coming forward, the revenue chief officer.
Good morning, everyone. That's my classmate, by the way. Right? So when you hear she use my name in many different ways, that's because we knew each other from a long time. Right? When we were doing our masters. And she used to teach me, by the way. Master of Ceremonies, classmate, Jennifer Small. Huey and Edna Manley College stakeholders, welcome. Race patrons, the Honorable Olympic and World Champion Pocket Rocket Shelley Ann Fraser Price, and Asafa Powell, who is not here, by the way. We got an apology for him. Sagicor Executive, President and CEO of Sagicor Group, Mr. Christopher Zaka. Sigma Run Planning Team, Executive Vice President Carl Williams. Your position changed now? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. It's a joy this morning to be here, and it's my privilege to share with you the Sigma Run overview as we have launched our 25th Sagicor Sigma Legacy Run. It has truly been a remarkable journey for Sigma Run, having been conceptualized and started downtown, and we heard the story a little while ago, over 2 decades in 1999. Sigma Run is the longest and largest road race in the Caribbean, and I'm going to touch something probably in Latin America too, if we can spread it out. Having an upward of 27,000 registered participants for the event in 2018, which was the 20th anniversary. Over the past 2 years, we were faced with one of the most challenging periods by any country or any company in the Caribbean. The team, however, never wavered. We remained steadfast in our mission, and we innovated and kept the Sigma Run charity event alive and well. We were able to successfully raise over 100 million over the 2 years during the pandemic, and our beneficiaries benefited from it. In 2021, we scaled down significantly from a large in-person event to hosting invitational runs, adhering to COVID protocols, which we saw just under 100 participants, right, Frano? 100 participants, with the unusual kind of support of our sponsors and donors. We raised over 49 million for the Port Antonio and Anota Bay hospitals. This year, we held 2 races, talking 2022 now, it was 2021. We held 2 races events over 2 consecutive weekends in March as we continued to navigate the pandemic. The 2022 Sigma Run raised over $52 million. And for this year's beneficiary, the Kingston Public Hospital, with the proceeds, were able to provide much needed medical equipment for the country's largest public hospital, and I might say the best triage hospital in the Caribbean. As we look forward to cement our legacy for our 25th Sagicor Sigma Legacy Run, we'll be returning to our full in-person run. Full in-person run. Everybody will be present. Our race and the original route, the full in-person run in New Kingston, using the original route, which Frano will provide more details on. We're excited, guys, to welcome once again 2 of our best patrons from our 25th Sigma Run in 2013. Remember that, Honorable Prize? You remember that? Okay. Ambassador Honorable Shelley and Fraser Prize, OJ, CD, Pocket Rocket, Pocket Mommy, Winning Again. I mean, we can add many different things to that. Jamaica Pocket Rocket graced us with her presence at that time. And once again, we are happy to have on board, on this milestone, the Sub-10 King, Mr. Asafa Powell, CD, who served as a patron in 2016. We are honored to have him once again. Ladies and gents, as we look forward to the full support of corporate companies, groups, running groups, individual, run, donate to a worthy cause. February 12, 2023, as it is customary, over the years, there are many ways to give back. Donate every mickle, make a muckle. It will be a part of the legacy that you have left. Register to run. Run via our website at, and write this down, SagicoreSigmaRun.com. And for those who can't participate in person, there will be a continuous virtual run option where you can participate from anywhere in the world. In 2021, we had a virtual run participant from guess where? Just guess. The short people place, Japan. Nobody not watching World Cup. The short people place like me, the Japan place. Right? And the registration for all Sigma Run categories will open today, December 6th, and close January 27th. Donate check via payment to Sagicor Foundation. I hear the revenue collect. Yeah. Right? Donate via check payment to Sagicor Foundation, direct deposit, credit card rewards, meaning if you have some rewards on your credit card and use it, Sigma Run want it. Right? Gustavus, PayPal, or by supporting the Sigma Run shop. All details are available via the Sigma Run website. Additionally, it's an honor of this milestone anniversary, 25th. We will be hosting a Sigma Legacy Run dinner to recognize and honor some key stakeholders who have been instrumental to the success of the Sagicor Run over the years. We'll be hosting a Sigma Run Fete as an additional way of raising funds. And it's a Sigma Run Fete. There is a way for everyone to get involved. Let's come together and support two great institutions who will be the beneficiaries of the 2023 run. The University Hospital of the West Indies and Edna Manley College Visual and Performing Arts. Welcome, and we'll pass it on to you without taking a buck. And we heard the foundation chairman. We are continuing to support as the dedicated team here at Sagicor, along with our volunteers, commit their time, talent, skills, energy to ensure to have a successful 2023, 25th anniversary run staging. Be a part of the legacy. Be a part of the history as we try to reach our milestone of 75 million Jamaican dollars to contribute to the beneficiaries. Ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to your support. We look forward to seeing you run on the road. February 12th, 2023. Welcome to the Sigma Run Launch 2023. Thank you.
The University Hospital of the West Indies has a very long history. In 1948, we were the original founding faculty, the Faculty of Medical Sciences, and the University Hospital opened in September of 1953. We got our pediatric unit as it is today between the period 1961 and 1963. And we offer highly specialized pediatric services, many of which are only available here at the University Hospital of the West Indies.
Our infrastructure right now is at a poor state. If you look at the different wards, they need real repair.
This is one of our monitors that we have that is not working properly unless we tie it
to get the readings for the patients when we use them. And we've been having a little bit of a challenge because when they come, they function just for a little while and then they go back. So we need like patient monitor. So in case we have a cardiac patient, we can attach this monitor to the patient. Presently, each ward just has one. The nursery probably has more, but we just have one on each ward here.
As the population grows and as medical problems become more complex and as technology advances, we need to keep pace as a nation. The University Hospital sees about 2,000 children in needed advanced and critical care annually.
I think being selected as a Sigma Run beneficiary would be excellent to us in terms of our patients, our staff, and being a training institution, all would benefit from this because we'll have new infrastructure, we'll have more equipment, right? And then the services will be extended because we probably can have more services so we could, care for patients, adolescents, and we wouldn't have to be sending them elsewhere. They'll be cared for here.
We want you to come out and support our target of 75 million Jamaican dollars this year. It will benefit our children and our neonates, our newborns.
Whether you run, walk, or wheel, come out and be a part of the Legacy Run.
You feel like you want to give now, talk truth. You feel like you wanted us to write the check.
Visual and Performing Arts is actually the first and only one of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean. We offer training for young artists in music, dance, drama, and the visual arts, and we also have a school of arts management.
Edna graduates for majority of the art industry in Jamaica, pretty much, because even for the musicians who are not necessarily graduates of Edna Manley College, they're being backed by people who went to music school here.
The experience at Edna Manley College has been great. I get to meet amazing people, great lecturers. I have great colleagues in different departments, many different fields. I also get to explore other mediums outside of the typical pen and paper or paint on canvas.
So in September 2021, we had an unfortunate situation. Sometime early in the morning, some of us received a call that there was a fire at Edna. Students were not in the space at the time, but students' work were in the space. So the Hope Brooks painting studio got burnt down and is not usable.
This is a building that not only painters use really, but people who are in Viscom, people who are in photography. A lot of the art students use this building as well, right? So it's not just for painters, and this building is very important.
When you support Sigma Run, what you're supporting are students who are responsible for the murals you see across Jamaica, graduates who are responsible for the biggest sculptures across Jamaica. That is what you're doing. You're ensuring that students have a space where they can create and practice their art.
Check. Didn't realize the fire was so bad though, my colleague. Didn't realize at all, so much damage, so much loss. And I'm going to say it again, you feel like you want to give like right now. We do have a response, and I thought I was going to be responding right after that, but apparently they have a plan. Play the 2 videos and let them respond. So put your hands together for Dr. Carl Bruce is coming forward to respond. And then I'm just going to segue to my friend and my colleague, Miss Colleen Douglas, who will respond right after. Please put your hands together for them both.
Good morning. So, Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Jenny Small, Mr. Christopher Zaka, CEO of the Sagicor Group, Ambassador Shellyan Fraser Price, so good to see you. Welcome. Ms. Colleen Douglas from the Edna Manley Fellow Beneficiary. A fellow neurosurgeon who I know well and who most of you know, Ben Carson, often reminds us that happiness doesn't result from what we get, but from what we give. The Honorable R. Dinah Williams just said this morning that the demands constantly grow. and we need constant support. And so we're very grateful this morning as a University Hospital of the West Indies that we are the beneficiaries of the 2023 Sagicor Sigma Corporate Run. We will ensure that we use this donation for the benefit of the children of Jamaica and the region. I will take a few minutes to remind you about the University Hospital Pediatric Department. And they are represented this morning by Dr. Roxanne Melbourne Chambers, right behind the CEO, Mr. Chris Zaka, who is our former head of department, but is also helping us with the development of the pediatric services. And Professor Russell Pear, who is our deputy dean and the current head of department. But they have a long and outstanding history. Started in 1960, as I said before, as a side room in the medical ward on Ward 3 that many of you know. And they got their facility in 1961. And this facility was meant to be a temporary facility, and they are still serving us from that facility in 2022. Nevertheless, in 1972, they started the training of pediatricians in Jamaica. And many of you will remember fondly the first pediatrician trained by the University Hospital of the West Indies is Dr. Eve Palomino Liu, who many of us know. But they have trained 187 pediatricians since they started. And I'll list the countries this morning from Jamaica, Antigua, Barbados, Belize, Burma, Dominica, Guyana, India, Nigeria, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago, the British Virgin Islands. And they currently have pediatricians training from Barbados, Bermuda, BVI, Dominica, Guyana, and St. Kitts. This is what they do in the pediatric department at the University Hospital of the West Indies. They have done several impactful research and policy development for our country. Longitudinal studies in child development, early childhood health and development, autism, child behavior problem, violence against our children, pediatric HIV and AIDS, international rotavirus vaccine trials, high-risk groups and high-risk pregnancy, and in recent times, as you know, played a great role in helping us with COVID. I would like to list for you, before I go, the specialists who work in the pediatric department at university. Some of them you probably would have heard of, but they make it happen. Adolescent medicine, only available in Jamaica at the University Hospital. Child psychology, developmental pediatrics, neonatology, pediatric allergy, only available at the University Hospital. Pediatric critical care, pediatric cardiology, pediatric gastroenterology and hepatology, liver, only available at the University Hospital. Pediatric hematology and oncology, cancer. Pediatric HIV care, pediatric infectious diseases, only available at the University Hospital. Pediatric nephrology, kidney. They are the only ones who provide peritoneal dialysis for those kids who suffer from chronic kidney disease. Pediatric neurology, pediatric pulmonology, lung, pediatric surgery. And they work closely with the sickle cell unit and the tropical metabolism research unit, who, as you know, eliminate marasmus and kwashiorkor, nutritional diseases, from Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, they do a tremendous job for the children of Jamaica and the region. And they will continue to do this. But it is clear that they really do need our support. So on behalf of our chairman, Mr. Wayne Chai Chung, our CEO, Fitz Mitchell, who is with the World Bank this morning and couldn't attend, our staff, doctors, nurses, our medical students, we are truly grateful, CEO, for us being selected as a beneficiary for the 2023 Sigma Corporate Run. We will put these funds to good use, and on behalf of our other beneficiary who will speak shortly, Edna Manley, we say to the people of Jamaica, we are grateful for what you continue to do. And whether you wheel, walk, run, ride, or just stand around and donate, Mark. We want everybody to participate. Thank you so very much.
Mr. Christopher Zacco, Mr. Mark Chisholm, Sandra Shirley Auxili, other specially invited guests, Dr. Carl Bruce, who I gather is the coach of my football coach. Please permit me to introduce my colleague and Dean of the School of Visual Art, Mrs. Miriam Smith, who is sitting there. 25 years is a major milestone. Some of us went through that, huh? A coming of age even. And so the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts is honored to be a part of this legacy run. The Edna Manley College actually celebrated its 45th anniversary last year. And the 45th anniversary is a significant milestone as well. And I should say that it's the 45th year of being where we are at 1 Arthur Wing Drive. It is without question a moment for reflection and projection. It was a bold, presumptuous even move to ask Sagicor for Sigma. And I really, sir, wanted Sigma for myself. My 2 children were born at the University Hospital of the West Indies, and the University of the West Indies mean a whole lot to us in the Caribbean, so we are honored to share that with you. Our beginnings at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts mirrored the excitement and expectations of a regional festival that we've come to know as Carifesta. It was Carifesta 76 that the college got that space. It was a space used for rehearsals and changing. So in the 45 years since 1976, we've experienced many moments of brilliance, and some of the most dynamic proponents of the arts have been educated in those walls. An entire generation of individuals have lived within and without knowledge of the value of this institution to their social, cultural, and perhaps economic well-being. The arts, ladies and gentlemen, are unquestionably vehicles of social and economic transformation and purveyors of culture. Edna Manley College stands at the center of this ecosystem in Jamaica. COVID-19 pandemic taught us one thing, that we define our human experiences by cultures we create and participate in, whether it's music, food, or the visual arts. Edna is a special kind of place, and it remains the only one of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean. The works of its faculty at Visual Arts, alumni, and current students are visible across Jamaica, whether it's in the murals or the monuments you witness. The Hope Brooks Painting Studio were destroyed in 2021, as you saw in the video, and it left the college community traumatized, especially the students who were using the space at the time. Sigma, then Sir Zacco, is our metaphoric fire that is set to reignite the joy in this space for our students and generations of students to come. It's a space that means a lot to all of us at Edna, and of course to the communities we serve in our outreach programs. We owe a lot to, when we talk of legacy, and I saw our Danny Williams on the screen, I quickly picked up my phone and jotted in that we owe a lot to those who've come before us, to those who've set a legacy. And so I want to quote Dennis Scott, one of our leaders at School of Drama, that those who in some way keep the light from going out, in them is the small miracle, the tenderness of a desire that has no reason, that stops us from falling weightless into the dark, that offers us a difficult and joyful fire. Thank you, Sagicor, for stepping out of the box. We think you're completely out of the box as an organization. I was sharing that I've gone to critiques over by the School of Visual Arts, and the Sagicor logo comes up quite a bit, and the students critique the logo, and it is one of the logo that we really have great respect for. It is also, when Sagicor came up with, you remember that Inspire? We thought you took it from us. So thank you for moving out of this proverbial box and including Edna in the mix for this legacy run. We will make it better. And together we will surpass the 75 million together. So we can get more, and the UA Hospital can also get more. So Jamaica, let us ask ourselves this question. What is our legacy? What is your legacy? What is it that you're leaving behind? What will people remember you by? Build your legacy and play your part in advancing the cultural and creative industries and Jamaica in general. Of course, the wider Caribbean. Run for the fun, donate for the cause. Give thanks, ladies and gentlemen.
How powerful that both institutions are, what do you call the plants where you're found nowhere else in the world? What is it called again? Come on, students, what do you call it when plants are found only in Jamaica? We call that indigenous. And how good that you have that kind of, this kind of organization, power, and the spend to keep that absolutely here in Jamaica. Imagine the only place in Jamaica to operate and to do some of these tasks, University of West Indies. We talk about culture, the only place in the Caribbean. I don't think y'all understand how big it is to make sure we not just restore, but we maintain. Put your hands together for both representatives. Really quite big, absolutely quite big. And we're going to get into some serious things, some more serious issues. And I know you can't wait to see the lady, only person here wears a jacket and wears it that good. Not even, boss. Jacket can fit him as well as Shelley's jacket. Wait till you see our jacket up here. But we're going to make sure we get into that in a little bit. But only after you hear the double 100-meter world record holder. Only after you hear the man who's a sub-10 king. Only after you hear the man who still takes us by shock that he's retired. Only after Asafa speaks.
Hey, this is Asafa Powell, and I'm very happy to be a part of the Sagicor Sigma Run, and this is my second time, and definitely I'm looking forward to it. As you know, I recently hung up my spikes, and I want to continue my legacy, with Sagicor and with helping everyone. This is for a good cause, and I hope that I can help in whatever way I can to really show awareness and, to make this a fun event. So, thank you.
Now you sprint through that, look here, nice and quick, long chattings and all this. We're going to see him and he's glad to be a part of it. Now the other ambassador will have to be escorted up here. That sounds like a directive. So while we take her slowly to stage, Chisholm, student, Chisholm, Chisholm. Schoolmate, you're not moving at fast, man. Wait. Slowly, man, slowly. We're going to introduce a lady who nearly became Female Athlete of the Year. Because only just this morning we announced that she was shortlisted, but you know how it is. She still is our Athlete of the Year. But right now, put your hands together for Mommy, the Pocket, the Honorable Shelley and Fraser Price, OJCD. In our jacket.
I cannot marry Jenny at all. So thank you, Masters of Ceremony, Jennifer Small. I would like to also acknowledge Mr. Christopher Zaka and Mr. Mark Chisholm and the recipients of this year's Sagicor Fund, other ladies and gentlemen, members, dignitaries, everybody that's here, good morning. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying one of the longest road races in the Caribbean must have taken a lot of dedication and commitment, and I want to just take the moment to applaud Sagicor for the work that you have been doing, the nation building here in Jamaica. That's really, really remarkable. I also want to say 3 quick things. In 2013, we started the Pocket Rocket Foundation. And a lot of you would not have known that Sagicor was one of the first companies to seed the Pocket Rocket Foundation. So talk about legacy. And here we are almost celebrating 10 years of the Pocket Rocket Foundation. Not only did they seed the Pocket Rocket Foundation, but they also allowed us to use their building. We got an office space for free. Right? From Sagicor. And I want to really, really thank you guys for helping us to take off. And this is what you're doing right now here in Jamaica, is helping the beneficiaries take off. I also want to say that last week, or it was 2 weeks ago, Dr. Bruce, 2 weeks ago, I was at training and my nanny called and she said that Zion was really sick. He was sick for a while, and I carried him to the doctor, and she said that it was something viral, and I was like, okay, got some medication, and he was okay, but he got worse as the days go on. And I remember rushing from practice, and I called Dr. Bruce, and I said, Dr. Bruce, I'm coming up to you right now, you have to bust me. Right, so I took my son to UA, and of course I got the royal treatment. Thank you, Mr. Bruce. But you know, the fact that I'm here as a patron for the 25th year, and to see that the university pediatric ward is being, beneficiaries of this year's fund. And I was there 2 weeks ago, and I saw, just what was happening, the reception, the work ethic, and every single thing that was happening there. I want to really, really thank Sagicor for choosing University Hospital pediatric ward. So thank you so much. So again, I'm honored. I know that Sagicor has been helping persons to, organize their finances and doing all of that. But I want to thank you for impacting the lives of Jamaicans all over the world. It's not just here, it's all over the world. We have our, we have our, citizens all over the world that come back here. And of course, they depend on Sagicor. They depend on Sagicor to continue to invest in the lives of our nation, people here. And I want to thank Sagicor for including me to be a part of this year's, patrons. 2013 was also a year I was a patron for the race, and that was really, really wonderful. And now I'm here years after to be, a patron. I'm really, really excited, and I can't wait to help you guys raise that 75 million, and I know you're going to do it. I have no doubt. And I think I also want to say to the participants this year that's going to be part of the Sagicor run, is you're not just running for a medal. You're not just running for the title. You're not just running for personal bests. You are running for the building of a nation. You are running for impacting lives. And that's what legacy is about. Legacy is about impacting the lives of the persons who will come after you. And I'm really, really excited for where you guys have taken this run. And I can't wait to spread the word and get persons to sign up, to donate, to run, to wheel, to walk. It's the first time you'll have an opportunity to race with an Olympian, and you may possibly win. Possibly, because for sure I'll be at the starting line. I'll be ready to run. It's in February. I know it's a peak season at that time when we start to compete, but I'll be lacing up for a good cause. And I'm hoping that all the recipients, from Edna Manley and the University Hospital will know the kind of work that goes into building something like this for years. And I want to thank Mrs. Oxley for her conception and just the longevity of the run. So thank you so much, Sagicor, for choosing me, but not only me, Asafa as well, for being your patron. We're going to do our absolute best to get persons to sign up, to come out, and to run. So, we're here for you guys, and we can't wait to see what you guys do next year on February the 12th. So come out, run, and let's have some fun together. So thank you guys so much.
25th Legacy Run. 25 years of running for a cause. Let's make this the biggest and the best as we raise funds for the pediatric unit of the University Hospital of the West Indies and Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts. Registration is now open. Sagicor Sigma 25th Legacy Run, February 12. Run for the fun, donate for the cause. Register now.
And a timely reminder, February when? Which year? What's the target? Focus. See here, stay very focused. And now we have OD in the place. So Shelly, you're OJ. I want to make sure I get it to know. So Shelly has a lot of things. OJ, CD, don't joke. Frano is bicycle, swim, run. 25, OD. Look at no waste time. I'm going to clap the man down. Look here, Alfred, Frano, Francis, Race Director coming forward with the route and all these things. You're good. I'm going to lift you up. Good like that. Out of order. Big him up, please. Hello.
Thank you. Good day, everyone. It's my extreme pleasure to be here. I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning and I drove from Negril to Kingston. All not finishing the grill, but I had to come here this morning. Right, so, Madam Master of Sermons, Jennifer Small, effervescent, ever glowing, ever fun. Mr. Christopher Zaka, with the passion. Mr. Danny Williams, we love you. Lady Sandra Shirley Auxili. I got it right. Sometimes she accosted me for not remembering her name in an interview, but I'm guilty of it. My memory does go from time to time. Lady Audrey Chin, I saw you today and I remembered Howard Aries, my mentor, and Teddy McCook. I remember them being at Arbor Street and Islebond Street 25 years ago. Mr. Mark Chisholm, man with the vibes, revenue officer. Dr. Carl Bruce, esteemed neurosurgeon. Ms. Colleen Douglas, I love your vibe, and I hope that you will get us some musicians to be on the route for the Sigma Run, right? Because a lot of persons don't know that aspect of the School of Art, that you have fine musicians there, and we'd love them to, you know, treat our people to some good music along the way. Ambassador, the Honorable Dr. Shellyan Price, OJ, CD, Olympic and world champion, and an inspiration to many. I must say, I feel well inspired every time I see you. Thank you very much for that inspiration and for the joy that you give us as Jamaicans. Thank you. Right? Miss Gina Harrison, I would like you to stand, Gina. And why I love Gina to stand is that I think there are only two of us here who have been with Sigma from day one, 25 years. Gina and myself, we lost Raja 2 years ago, and you know, he still resides with us. So ladies and gentlemen, February 12th is Sigma Day. Whether the mayor declares it or the prime minister declares, they don't have to declare it. The people determine that it's Sigma Day, right? The economic impact is significant, not only from the funds that we wear, but all the shoes sell off in all of the shoe store, all the new gear, everything sell off. So the economic impact is fantastic. The persons who cater food, everything is just awesome. So that's a great economic impact that the run has that we don't speak of. So our location, Emancipation Park, is our staging area, and our finish will be on Oxford Road. We take over Knoxford Boulevard from Saturday between Barbados and Grenada, and we do our setup, and that's going to be our start area. Now, our course, and Shelley, you can make the sprint from the start line to JPS. I'll mark 100 meters for you, okay? And you just give them a blitz. Okay, so we start on Knoxford Boulevard, we turn left on Trafalgar Road, across to Waterloo Road, left on West Kings House Road, left on Constant String Road, turn by the clock, up Hope Road, right on Winchester, right on Ruthven, left on Half a Tree Road, and we'll finish at Oxford Road. And that's 5.5K. Only 5.5K, okay? And we have a virtual component. And I like to explain what is a virtual run. You can run your 5.5 anywhere, anytime on the globe, register your time, and there's a link that you send your time to us, and we will give you your certificate and collect your entry fee. Okay? And I encourage persons, if you don't enter the race, I want you to remit through Alliance, right? Which is a part of the Sagicor group. You can remit through Alliance, okay? I see Mr. Chisholm, so him clap. Mr. Zaki, you have chosen the right man for the job. Right? No, registration is open, right? And you can register online using your debit card or your credit card, right? And you can register at the Secretariat, where Samantha is in charge of the Secretariat, and she's doing a fantastic job. I must say she's way ahead in all things that has to be done. Samantha, I think you deserve a round of applause, right? So, registration opens today, December 6th. A special day today. I must say, if my brother, you're listening, happy birthday, because it's his birthday. And registration closed on January 27th. Now, for large corporate teams, right, there's a special file that you will be able to upload your team on. And $250,000, a small fee to pay for such an esteemed event, impacting the lives of so many in a very positive way. You pay $250,000 to enter up to 125 persons. I think that's fantastic. Okay? And for an additional $2,500, you can add another person to the event. For each additional person, $2,500, right? And we're not cutting your team. We're not giving you a max, minimizing anything. You can enter any amount you want, right? Because it's simply mathematics. We just multiply when it comes to race execution, and we're ready for you. Okay? Small corporate teams, registration fee $125,000, up to 55 entrants, and the same $2,500 for each additional person. Right? There's a non-corporate registration because we have a lot of clubs, just like the John Damas Running Club. We have a lot of clubs and small groups who want to enter, and they can enter up to their fee is $6,000 and up to for 25 entrants. Okay. Individuals, you register online, you pay $2,500. Schools, students, you pay $1,500, and there's a premium start area because some persons, they want to be at the front. So we are giving them the premium space for both walk and run, and you pay $5,000, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, scoring and results. We use a simple chip timing system, MyLabs timing system, which will attach to your bib. We use 8 systems for the event. Phenomenal when it comes to road racing in Jamaica. 8 systems. We use a primary and a backup at the start of the run, a primary and a backup at the start of the walk. We use along the course to maintain the integrity of the event at specific points, just to guarantee that you do the full distance. And we use a primary and a backup at the finish also. The timing is being done by Running Events Jamaica and MTech, who have been our timers since we went chipwise. The reward for being in such a wonderful event, it is pride, self-esteem, dignity, just a feel good to know that you're uplifting and changing and saving the lives of many, many. I have been to the University Hospital as a patient on more than one time, stricken by GBS. And I had your personal interest, Dr. Bruce. And when you're sick, you have one wish. I know a lot of you sit here today, you have a lot of things on your mind, and you wish this and you wish that. But when you're sick, you have one wish. Guess what is that wish? To get better. And I must tell you that the care that you get there, and how the doctors and the nurses improvise, is phenomenal. I want to mention Sagicor, because medication is very expensive. So when you have a Sagicor health insurance, it does help. Because when a doctor comes to you and says, Mr. Francis, your weight is X and you need to get a medication which the cost is how many thousands per pound of body weight, and they tell you that is $2.4 million for the medication, then you know how important it is to have a health insurance. And I have a Sagicor health insurance, and it paid off for me. You understand? On more than one occasion, and I encourage persons to have a health insurance, and preferably Sagicor, because it's one of the most economical. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, my memory goes back to just 1 minute of memory, goes back to Arbor Street many years ago. I remember some of the persons, like from Southside, like Southie, with his sound system, and all these little persons, even Mr. Chubby Dread. You remember that gentleman? And all those persons were involved on the day, sweeping the road, playing the sound system, doing all kind of things. We had some students from GC Foster to come, and they never came in numbers, and we had to walk into Southside and take everybody that we knew on the road to be marshals and so on. So this run, when I heard you speak, Lady Sandra, yes, memory, I see that your dream is working. And, you know, when Mr. Zaka said one of the things that made him come to Sagicor when he was contemplating whether he should take the position, the tipping point for him was the Sigma corporate run. So the hand of God took him there also, and his input is significant, and his passion for the event is significant. I must say that everyone here, and the #1 marketing team in Jamaica, big them up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have worked with a lot of marketing teams, because, you know, I made 15, 18 runs for the year. And I must say, this marketing team at Sagicor has a lot to do with the success of the event. They're phenomenal. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I see you on the road on February 12th. We start on time. Please come early to avoid the congestion. To the motoring public, remember it is Sigma Day, and we want you to keep off the course and make plans from early so you're not inconvenienced. We will have a sterile course for our participants. We will have notifications along the route from early amount out, just to notify you that we're going to be using the route between 6:30 and 9:30 on that day. So to avoid you having any problems, we just wanted to notify you from now. And for persons who fall within the loop, there is a number that you can call, because there could be cases of emergency for persons who are locked in. And we have a command center, operation center you can call, because we have gotten persons who are inquiring what happens if. So it's well organized, and it takes everybody into consideration. And all the churches on the route, everybody, please remember it's Sigma Day, and we have to take care of the little pick of them, because some of them have no parents. Thank you very much.
Another very passionate soul. Put your hands together for Frano, who has been there from the start. How powerful is that, though? 25 years and going strong. It takes us straight into question and answers before we get to our final item on this beautiful, wonderful program where you just put yourself to the real level. It's not just about the heels or the hair or what it is you wear, but their lives at stake. People who need this, and that's real life, right? So let's talk. Question. And the microphone is right. Someone you want to be present in the center so they can see, which is typical. Oh, there is pair as well. So we have Samantia to the right and my pair to the left. Anyone wishing to ask a question? Don't be shy now. Not because the whole world is watching. No pressure. So everything clear. Nobody wants to know why we call it Sigma. It's because founder is here. All right, so we're good to go. So, Eric, thank you for your microphone. Samantha, thank you for yours. You're going to give it to somebody else, though, who is absolutely fine, absolutely a sweetheart, such a star, such radiance. And I spoke to her about her spirit. Where do you get the spirit of kindness and beauty? You can hear it in the songs. And she's about to deliver that right here for you. She's been waiting for hours because that's how disciplined she is as well. Put your hands together for one of our songbirds who just continues to radiate and coming from a good place right here, which is a good space. Please make welcome Alaine.
Check. Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you, Jenny Lord? Me love you. When she introduced me, how do I follow the introduction? I love you. God bless you. All right, let's have an awesome time. Mr. DJ, please play my track for me. Are you ready for me? It is an honor to be here, to be part of something so amazing. And you know, we boast for the Almighty God. We boast in God because He is the cause of us being able to give so much and to make so many big changes. So here we go. Set me free from my jailer. Set me free from my pain. Set me free from all of the hurt, all of the shame. You're the giver of salvation. You're the giver of light. You are the truth, the resurrection, and the life. So when you see me, me a boast in the Lord, do the most in the Lord, God alone, I'm a shield, I'm a king, me a boast about him, me a boast in the Lord, do the most in the Lord, God alone, I'm a source, everything, me a boast about him, yeah, me a boast in a God, not about material things. Everything on earth will fade away, I sing and keep my hallelujah and my praise rising to He who is everlasting. Yeah, me a boast in a God, me proud with it. Nah, keep no secret, stand up in a crowd with it. All the glory, all the honor, yeah, God gets it. Every blessing in my life, yeah, God set it. Yeah, me a boast in the Lord, do the most in the Lord. God alone, I'm a shield, I'm a king, me a boast about him, me a boast in the Lord, do the in the Lord. God alone, I'm a source, everything. Now I want everybody to free up and I want you to say, boast in a God, boast in a God, boast. Come on louder, boast in a God, boast in a God, boast. One more time, boast in a God, boast in a God, boast. Now if you know that God has carried you through this year and you are grateful, make some noise today. We give thanks, what a time we live in. All right, Mr. DJ, next song. Now you know this song has been a song that every time I sing it, I think about Shelly and Fraser Price. And I said, I think when Shelly wakes up, she just hears the bass line start to play, right? Because indeed, my sister Queen, you have the heart of a champion. If you know this one, rock with me. Here we go. It's my time, it's my place, it's my destiny. No one can take away what was meant for me. Me granny say, what for you can be and for you. No man never say where God plan for you, yeah. The best is yet to come. If I believe I can, I will. No holding back, no giving in. 'Cause I know I was born to win. Was born to win. I was born to win. Now all my champions say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. All my champions say yeah, yeah, yeah. Now scream through the pain, through the fire, through the storm. I remain and I strive. I will carry on. 7-time fall, 10-time rise. Yes, I open my eyes and now I see the sun. If I believe I can, I will. No holding back, no giving in. 'Cause I know I was born to win. Was born to win. I was born to win. Yeah. Now one more time. All my champions say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. All my champions say yeah, yeah, yeah. Wanna sound good. Make some noise if you're feeling like the true champion that you are. Whew. And so now, I'd like to celebrate the fact that you are me. You know, I wrote this song many years ago and it was a question that somebody asked Jesus. They said, you know, what's the most important thing? And he said, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul, right? And then love your neighbor as yourself. Now, if the Sagittarius Sigma Run represents, anything, it is just the fact that we indeed are our brother's keeper. And so therefore, if I look at you and I see me, and I treat you the way I want to be treated, what a world we will see and what a world we are creating with the Sigma Run, because we look at each other and see that you are me. Let's go. Whoa, yeah. Oh, na, 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 whoa, yeah. Time is wasting. We were meant to love each other. Sing with me, sing, whoa. So good. Separation is the root of all our problems. One more time. Whoa. If I hurt you, then I hurt myself. Hate you, then I hate myself. If I kill you, I kill me. But if I love you like I love me, and if I treat you like I treat me, oh, what a world this would be. Oh, what a world when I see you are me. Sing, whoa, over here, whoa. Oh my gosh, you sound so good. We are dying, bodies lying in the streets. Whoa. From the silence, unmarked graves are crying out for peace. Whoa. Oh, if I turn my back and walk away, say that's not me, so I'm okay. I fail, 'cause it goes on and on again. But if I love you like I love me, and if I treat you like I treat me, oh, what a world this would be. Oh, what a world when I see you are me and I am you. sing, whoa. Alright, gonna say no, man, now sing that Alain. Me too gonna sing that. Make some noise if you are having a good time, if you are enjoying the oneness and the unity that we are celebrating. This next song is called You Give Me Hope. Let's go, Mr. DJ. Alright. Now this song was a song that I wrote when I wasn't feeling very hopeful. But I believe in the power of my words to change my life. So here we go. When the world's driving me crazy, earth is shaking at my feet, feel the weight upon my shoulder. You're my rescue, you're my remedy. Everything about you heals me. I relax and take it easy, 'cause you give me hope, hope. You're like the morning sun, and I'm not alone. You give me hope, hope. You're like the sun rays, and I'm not afraid. All right, stop it, please, stop it. Now it's like this. I believe that God is the source of all good things. Do you agree? And so therefore, as representatives of God, we can declare good things over our lives, huh? So if you would join me, I'd like you to sing with me. You give me hope. Hope. You're like the morning sun, and I am not alone. I wanna sing so sweet. You give me hope, hope. You're like the sun rays, and I am not afraid. 'Cause you give me hope. Make some noise for yourself. Let us celebrate the hope that we are always refilled with. And now I'm moving to the final song, and it is called Bye Bye Bye. Now, Shelley and Fraser Price, I know, my champion sister, that you are familiar with saying goodbye to crosses. Is this true? Bye bye, right? Galang, go away. Our words are so powerful. And if there's anything in your heart, doubt, fear, any question of your greatness, I want you to wave your hand to the, well, what is? You're right, Marlon. So bye, bye. We say goodbye to every limitation, every fear. Come on, let's go. Let's have a good time. Away my troubles, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Now worry nor sigh. Bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Can't conquer I. Bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. No, not this time. Bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Yo, Sajikor, me, I go sing a happy song. Everybody sing along. Cause you know the things and the time them set away. Wonders and signs we are stress away. Love things from my mind, me a fret away. Sing a happy tune. Me no want hear bad news, but bad mind and bad things not keep bad company. So when them come with them negativity, we wave our hands in the air. What do we say? Come on, let me hear you. Bye bye. Now worry nor sigh. Yeah, yeah. Can't conquer I. No, not this time. Bye bye. Bye bye. No man, the vibes is turning up very loud. And so I want to hear from the loudest, livest side of the crowd. Hello, my darling. So wonderful to see you again. And I think I should start with you, because you look like a leader. You are a leader. And so to every negative thought or feeling, you say, you wave your troubles bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. No worry, no sigh.
Bye-bye, bye.
I love it. Can't conquer I. Bye-bye, bye. What? Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. No, not this time.
Bye-bye, bye.
Yeah.
Bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
I love it. And so we are all champions, and Dr. Bruce, I'm not leaving you out, sir. And so after 3, I'd like you to say bye-bye to all negativity. You wave your troubles, bye-bye. How we go?
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye.
Very valiant attempt, of course. But we know there's power behind every word we speak. I love this. And so because we know we are champions on the side of love, everybody let me hear you sing. I wave my troubles bye-bye. Sing it out. Come on. Now worry nor sad. Louder. Can't conquer I. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, not this time. And so I send you love, and I know that it is well with everything concerning us because we just run all of the crosses. Thank you so much. God bless you.
And we thank you. No, put your hands together. What did I tell you about your spirit? Chai Chang, was I right? When you see her, no, Chai Chang, you notice a problem with you now. Why she's up here, I say, raise your trouble. Bye-bye, see you smell. Mr. Chai Chang, you know, if you smell, you run your crosses. It's a ferocity, you know. Bye-bye, bye, bye-bye. But she's smiling so much that you mirror that. And I told you about that spirit that she has. Look how she pretty. My God, enter the competition, any one of them. Put your hands together because she's not a crosses. Clap her up. Don't wave no bye-bye. Don't wave no bye-bye. But what a powerful way as well to just empower you, to let you know that no crosses. No one, no negative thoughts. So many of us have gone through so many persons who just didn't know we could be here. Nobody who believed in us more than we believed in ourselves, and the Father God believed in us. And therefore I say to you, as you step forward from this wonderful launch, step in faith. Step saying that you're going to make 2023 a bigger year. You're going to enter. And if you can't run so good, still contribute. We don't care. Y'all have a way of saying, oh Lord, I wish I could have come. Who cares? You know how to come. Just send the money. That's why we say we're raising the funds for 70. How much? $5 million. And wherever you are in the world, we're glad you're tuning in, watching the live. Send it in. They're going to make sure they put on the platform how you can contribute. You're not doing it for the show. You're doing it to save a life, to save performing arts. You're doing it to make a better nation, better world. Less thief, less people who are finding themselves lost, less persons who are absolutely hopeless. Please, let's put some hope in this nation. And of course, it will permeate. I'm your girl, Jenny saying thanks to every heart, every spirit, every individual here who has a great objective. And of course, it is to make a difference. Have a wonderful year. Merry Christmas. And if you're Jehovah's Witnesses, all right. Have a wonderful December. Whatever you are, whoever you are, we say blessings. And we'll see you soon. Blessings. Bye-bye.